Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Snape here, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today, guys, we're going to be doing an Apex Legends Season 22 Legends tier list. I am joined by the one and only Cryptic. Cryptic, say good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Cryptic, are you excited to do another tier list?
Of course, lad. There will be a lot of changes, in my opinion,
Yes.
compared to last time.
Yes, I think last season, and of course with the changes of the the split, will have definitely mixed things up. So yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. Should we dive straight into it?
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. First up, we have a Catalyst. No, we don't. That's not Catalyst.
That's Alta, mate.
That is Alta. That is a great start. We have Alta. Critic, where would you put Alta in your opinion?
Honestly, I can speak for myself because I've played every legend in ranked and etc. because I'm bored, and I feel like Alta at the moment is a C tier.
Okay.
Just in the middle of it because her ultimate, especially with her upgrades combined, just makes her one of the best third-party characters in the game.
Yeah.
Just not for third parties, but as well to be secure of third parties because of the portal that she can create as a ult. That as well can last infinitely with her upgrades. So that, in my opinion, makes her a lot of viable in pubs and ranked. I don't feel like in comp she's not necessarily good.
Yeah.
In my opinion, there's definitely other characters that are better than her.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So I would put her in a C tier.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. I mean, I think the changes that they did to her, they were at the beginning of the season. They were obviously positive changes, but it's not enough to be groundbreaking, like you say, for her to actually be noticed in the comp scene. Of course, yeah, you could use her in ranked. I don't really see her often in ranked. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's more a case of players like yourself when you're bored and you just want to mix up legends that you start seeing her. But yeah, I haven't seen a lot of her. But yeah, I do agree. I think what she brings to the table, she's very good in those third party situations, especially when they're fighting in a building and you want to get a surprise entrance. And of course, the ultimate is really handy for those situations when you want to get out, especially when you're knocked. But obviously, it's not it's not like it used to be. Like when originally she came out, everyone thought it was going to be like a rev totem. You could get away really quickly. But of course, obviously, the ultimate takes a little bit longer than you would like probably to escape. But I do think, yeah, I agree. Let's whack her and see. Okay, right. Next up, we've got Ashe. Now, I've seen quite a few Ashes actually recently. What do you think of Ashe?
Yeah. A or B tier. Because of the current meta, this high aggressive meta, especially with Pathfinder and Revenant, her snares, her Qs, are just absolutely insane if you know how to use them and when you learn to use them. Because you can literally just deny a push for at least 2 characters with a purple upgrade, which in my opinion is absolutely insane. And as the damage output on the Q itself is really good as well. 20 damage, that's almost one of the shield bars gone that you have on your bottom left.
Yeah.
Which then as well can make you an entry if you hit them. Or as well, if people are trying to run away, they don't expect you to snare them that often as well.
Yeah.
So you literally, if you done it correctly and hit it correctly, you can actually get 3 kills in my opinion. Then her ultimate, they buffed it as well. It goes further now, which in my opinion is absolutely goated. Because you can take so much easy off angles, especially on E district with the high buildings.
Yeah.
When they're playing down below, you could just instantly go on high ground on a building with your team, which is absolutely goated in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I would either put a B or A tier.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards B potentially, but I do agree with everything you said there. To be fair, like I say, I've seen so many more Ashes this season, and she, like you say, the snare is just actually ridiculous. It's so good for whether you're trying to be a nuisance to a fight or whether you're trying to retreat. There's always a good way, and of course the ultimate as well is just realistically it's fantastic because of obviously how quick you can do it. I mean, it's a way better version than a Wraith's ultimate because it's instant. You can instantly get your team out or instantly gain height. So yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I feel like I'd probably say a B plus. Probably a B plus in my opinion. Yeah, so let's go with B. But yeah, no, I definitely agree. Right, next up we have got Ballistic. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Ballistic. I know Ballistic got another little buff at the beginning of the season, I'm pretty sure. but once again, it was nothing groundbreaking, or was it in the split? I can't remember. There was definitely a little change, but I've never really spoken highly on Ballistic. Apologies, Rotai. What do you think of Ballistic?
I feel like it's underrated,
Okay.
in my opinion. Like the current stuff, as I said, like on the current meta, just the 8 meta. This guy, like Ballistic, in my opinion, is really good. With just his ultimate as well, like double Mozam.
Oh yeah,
You
true.
just need to equip one Mozam in your sling weapon, and you instantly have 2 Mozams akimbo. Like you don't even need the second one. And then on ultimate, you instantly have hammer points as well. And as well, which people don't really realize, but his upgrade slingshot, which is sling weapons level up with each upgrade selection, which means that if you have your Evo on red, your guns are going to be purple level in your sling, which basically means if you then have double Mozam or double P20 equipped, you have hammer point Mozams, because hammer point, I don't know why it is a thing, but hammer points is just on purple guns.
Yeah, which that doesn't really make sense to anything, does it? But yeah,
which then, especially if the current meta, it's pretty good, in my opinion. But like comp-wise, nah, he's not viable. Like he's not good for basically conning the POI or whatever. So nah, I don't know. I feel like he's a C or D tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was surprised there when you said B. I was like, where'd you get that from? Yeah, I'm leaning more towards D. D was the letter I was looking at. I think, like I say, they've done touches and upgrades to Ballistic, and I agree with the current meta. Obviously, the Moseys and P20s being dual akimbo. It's obviously a very good season to be a Ballistic main, but just viability wise for a comp team or just even like a rank situation, I just feel like it's just not enough in my eyes. But I can see exactly what you said, but I think we'll go with D there. I think D's a fair choice. Okay, next up we have got Bangalore. Now Bangalore, for I don't know how long, has always been up there in the S tier pretty much. What are your thoughts on Bangalore this season?
I think she's still S tier.
Yeah.
In my opinion. She's still S tier just because of the fact how viable of a character she is for gaining space for your team. Not just in comp, but like on every pub mode, because you can just literally smoke yourself and run away from the smoke.
Yeah.
And just get to a safe spot and then heal for a really quick second and then just go back in. I know, yeah, my people say the smoke thingy, seeing in smoke wasn't that good of a, like, it's just nerf to her.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a, how do you say, a counterpart to removing digi threats from the game. Because like you still can't see people in Caustic gas, but you can in Bangalore gas in smoke. But the smoke from Bangalore is way more dense.
Yeah.
Than Caustic gas, which then makes the point of the outlining a good idea in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like just talking about the character itself, she's the best character for gaining space. With,
Yeah.
A legend we will talk about later as well.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I do think she's still an S tier legend as well. I say, even with like the fact that obviously this season as well, obviously last season that you say about the removal of digital threats, and then this season we've now obviously got recon legends being able to basically have digi threat, but they can't see through smoke is really, really good because it just gives that Bangalore that help that obviously then recon legends can't even see through it unless they're obviously in it as well. Yeah. So that obviously helps quite a lot because I find the recon legends with obviously the digi threat essentially all the time. I find that so easy to look and scout out people, and of course that's where the Bangalore smoke is going to obviously come in huge to give you, like you say, that cover, that space, give you the opportunity to reset. And of course, her speed boost and just the ultimate for getting space and ground. She's just always been such a good S tier legend. So yeah, there's no doubt about it in my mind. I agree. Let's whack her back up at the top, permanently up there. All right, next up we've got Bloodhound. Now Bloodhound's had a mixture of a time. I think it was a couple of seasons ago he was S tier, and then it started coming back down a little bit. What's your thoughts on that?
I think, in my opinion, as an ex-Bloodhound man, I think they ruined him. He's not viable anymore, so I would literally straight put him in C or D tier because, like, his old, it's decent now.
Yeah.
His upgrades, yeah, okay. They are pretty decent as well. But like he's just not like, in my opinion, he was that type of character that needed to be fit with Bangalore just to be good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed Bloodhound, when it was that season where he was an S. But it just feels like even with the upgrade changes that they've obviously done, and I know they're like slightly better, but I just feel like, well, I don't even think they're slightly better, to be honest. I think they have made them slightly worse, but in like a different kind of way to try and not make it look like a nerf. It just doesn't feel anywhere near as good as it was before, which is definitely why it's falling off in definitely the comp, and of course just the meta changes as well anyway. But yeah, I do think they have ruined Bloodhound. It's a shame because Bloodhound obviously you didn't have a lot of love for many seasons. Boom, got a bit of love, and then it's just been like bam, straight back down. Yeah. So I would lean more towards C.
I agree. I agree. I'll put him C as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Happy critic. We like that. Okay, right. Moving on. We now have Catalyst. Oh my god, I'm having a nightmare this morning.
I personally think she's a great character in the Control Legend area because of her abilities or upgrades. Like she can on a purple upgrade on a level 2 shield. Like no, is it level 3? I think it's level 3. Purple shield. She can literally have an upgrade where she just rebuilds broken doors.
Yes.
And that is, especially on buildings, is a great thing to have.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So I would put her maybe B or A in my opinion.
Yeah.
And like her spikes as well are still pretty good.
Mm.
Like they're not that good like they were before when there was an enemy nearby. Like you have to have clear sight of the spikes now to activate them.
Mm.
But like still I feel like she's still a viable legend, especially in comp as well, because she's getting played as well.
Mm-hmm.
And her wall, talking about it as well, like her wall is so good for rotations.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no, I was literally about to say the fact that I've seen a lot more Catalyst popping up in comp. I mean, that was only the other day I was watching. I watched one of the highlight videos from Zip, and I was watching Jen Burton and Timmy and all that, and they were using Catalyst, and it just shows that the Catalyst is still a viable legend, and you probably are going to be seeing her prop up in those comp scenes. But like even like you say, like just in ranked in general, and with obviously the spikes, the holding down buildings, the wall for rotations, she has got pretty much everything you need. So I do agree. I think she's a great legend for like that sort of thing. So I'm looking at A. I think A, or we say B, A. Happy with A?
Yeah, A.
I think A. Yeah, I think A's fair. Okay, right, cool. Let's start. We go Caustic, big boy. You like Caustic?
I think like he was just a temporary meta,
in
my opinion. He was just temporary meta, and that was just because people were talking about his Nox gas being so good and viable, and then the meta catched up, and then now he's not that viable anymore.
No,
especially how it turned from a maybe zone meta, especially with playing Caustic, to just an ape meta with Bloodhound, Bangalore. And who was the third legend? I don't remember it to be exactly, but it just it's just sad to see. But I feel like currently he's not in a good place as well.
No, you don't really see many Caustics. As say it was when the upgrade meta came in that Caustic started propping back up with the changes. Like he's still a nuisance, and he's still a very good legend to hold down a building, but you wouldn't want to have that type of legend probably in comp, in my opinion. He's just too big and too vulnerable, and of course he only really brings in just that holding down of a building. So like you say, if it's not playing like zone meta, you're not really going to be getting anywhere with him. So I mean, I would be looking at maybe B or C.
Yeah, I would say C, to be honest.
C, yeah, I was looking more at C, so that's good. We've agreed with that. Sorry, that's the wrong one there. C for Caustic, am I right?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, brilliant. Okay, right. We're moving forward then. So next up, I'm having a mind blank. We got Oh my god, what Conduit? I'm having a mind, but I was staring at her and I was like, why have I forgotten Conduit's name?
What is he, legend? What is he, legend?
I was only going crazy about her the other day looking at the new Halloween skin for us.
Oh yeah, that Teddy skin is so cute.
I wish I could rank that in the tier list because that is so cool.
Okay. I feel like she's still one of the best support legends because of her kit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like the devs just created her with the thought behind it that she is the best push denier and push entry support legend in the game because of the shield she can give the team, in my opinion, and especially with her ult as well. That just denies people from pushing.
Yeah.
So, like, they didn't really do anything to her. Like, they slowed down the heal rate, yeah, but I think it's still good. Like, it's not bad. So I would 100% like say she's either A or B tier still because of her kit and all that stuff.
Yeah, I would. I was looking more towards B. I agree with her kit. Her kit's really good, and obviously, like I say, it's especially in things like ranked. She's always propping up because she's so helpful with those situations where, oh damn, you got no shielded. No worries, I got you. Boom, straight back up to shields. And then, like you say, the ultimate is really good just for holding down that area or stopping a push or being aggressive, stopping an exit. There's lots of ways to play her. You can use it defensively and aggressively. And of course, like you say, being a support legend as well, so good to have, especially in those ranked situations where you need maybe someone for that reset, replicate, get yourself a brand new banner for the teammate, and you're back out it again. So, I almost sold it to myself that I think she should be a little bit higher.
I feel like she's BOA.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, definitely there. I want to put her in the middle.
Put it in B.
Put it in B. B plus. B plus.
Yeah, B plus.
Okay, right now I know what Cryptic's going to say to this one because he loves Crypto. Crypto, what are you saying?
Crypto, what are you saying? That's crazy. I feel like he's an A tier. Like, he's not S tier in my opinion.
Oh, that surprises me.
He's still A. Yeah, his upgrade. Yeah, maybe people think he's broken, but like people are now catching up of relocating where Crypto is sitting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? By just listening.
Yeah.
People are learning. Mm-hmm. So he's not that viable in my opinion anymore. Yeah, still there's a lot of people that don't know where he's maybe sitting and stuff. But like he's goated for comp still in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like he's the best recon legend at the time in my opinion, just because of him being invisible and all those abilities he has. And especially he supports the team in the aspect of knowing where everybody is so good, really.
Yeah.
And his watting potential is insane in my opinion as well. But it's just like it's just a bit hard because you need to learn him like much to actually be good with him in fighting situations, especially in ranked and tops, because you need to be an aggressive Crypto, need to learn how to use this drone.
Yeah.
So this gap between it is really hard and harsh as well because it's that big in my opinion.
Yeah.
So if you know how to play good Crypto, he's definitely S tier. But for the majority, I feel like he's just in B tier. A tier, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I genuinely, normally I despise Crypto and I never play him. And this season I have actually, really, really enjoyed playing him because it does feel like a different type of Crypto. Like you say, I just feel like I can be so much more aggressive with him than I used to be able to be. And you can put yourself in those dangerous situations with that cloak and know that you can quickly get the ultimate off on the team that you're pushing. No one's going to randomly just shoot you while you're sat in your drone. And then you can get out your drone, push straight away. It just kind of speeds up that process. Whereas before you used to probably want to, you'd be like, oh, maybe I need to go sit in like this really no one can see me cover position, whereas now you can just pretty much lean yourself against a wall, go into the ultimate, and you're pretty much good to go, because with all the shooting going around, no one's going to be able to work out where you are realistically. I agree, people are starting to work it out, because I mean the other day freaking Harley managed to find a Crypto on drone, and that surprised me because Harley has a bad headset. I did not expect him to find anyone, and he found it. So that gave me a little bit of like, okay, maybe it's not actually as hard as you think it is. So I mean, I especially saying what we said about the skill gap as well. Yes, there is obviously players in the lower skill base that would struggle with crypto. So I go A plus. I'm happy with an A plus. I did think you were going to go straight with S tier, so that surprised me. That really did. But that shows that you're being fair. It shows you're being fair. Okay, right, cool. All right, next up we got Fusey. Hit me with it.
I feel like he's the best character for farming damage. Just straight up.
Yeah.
Like his Q is so viable and stuff for that part. But like, I don't know how to feel about him. Like. His ult, in my opinion, he got a nerf, especially with the exploit being removed. Like, I feel like he was. How do you say this? Like, he was just an exploit character, if you know what I mean.
It's true.
He was just good because he was abused for his exploit with the evac tower, and then being able to scan like how many meters, I don't know, in a radius.
Yeah.
But since that is gone now, he's just getting topped by other characters like Crypto and another character, in my opinion, at the moment. So yeah,
no, I do agree. Like you say, Fusey came back into meta because of that exploit. Everyone was just using him purely for that reason, and like you say, as soon as the exploit got taken away, Fusey's now nowhere near needed as much. I mean, there is obviously advantages to taking him, but I just don't feel like it's needed at the moment. The poke meta's not really there as much, or like you say, there's more viable legends that can be used over him. So this leads to the question now of where we're going to put him.
I think he should go C or D tier.
I would go C.
Yeah,
I would go C because I know he was being used before the exploit a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, but now it feels like he's not around as much. So I don't want to slam him down too much, but yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but like we just need to be like we need to look on the side what's actually going on with him at the moment. I feel like, as I said, he's not that viable any longer.
No,
sadly, because he was actually fun.
He's a fun legend to play. He is. Okay, next up we got Gibraltar, the biggest legend in the game.
I feel like he's underrated.
Okay, yeah.
Especially now with the shotgun meta returning.
Yeah.
I feel like he's definitely underrated. Because like still it's a free space for you. Like you can just play in the bubble if you need it. Like you can give it out yourself then play in it. Especially with the bubble up time.
Yes.
Makes it so much perfectly for you. But again, he's a type of character that you need to learn to actually be able to play.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I say, with the meta this season, Gibby is loving life. It is a very, very good day for Gibby. Obviously, with the bubble the bubble upgrades, and of course as well that he's got a shotgun upgrade as well. So there is plenty of opportunities to be used with Gibby. I feel like it's just the hitbox, unfortunately for him. That's the only thing. He is so large. So if you're not smart about it, like you say, if it's down to the skill gap again. If you're a good Gibby, you're a great Gibby. If you're a bad Gibby, you're a terrible Gibby. So it's just like you need to know what you're doing with him. But if you do, then you can be really effective. But I don't think we haven't seen any Gibby in comp, have we? I haven't seen any.
No, not that.
No. So
because he's getting topped up by another legend, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, would you put? I was looking at B.
Yeah, same.
B
or C, in my opinion.
I think
he's not A or S tier yet.
No, I think maybe we go B, put him on the same level as Conduit. I think that's fair. Okay, next up we've got Horizon. Now Horizon's had a roller coaster of her life. She's gone up and down with everything going on. I feel
like if you just take it, let's talk about it. I feel like right now she's in a good state. Like, she's still a good legend to play, especially like her kid is just, in my opinion, the kid is the best kid. No, not the best kid, maybe the second best kid in the game. Just because of the movement and the forward drop. like the fall movement reduction, like not being there.
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, no stutter, yeah.
And her ult just as well, just clearing up an area or just pulling people from behind cover to an area if they don't shoot it out quickly.
Yeah.
Just nading it as well and just putting them away from the cover they were playing just makes her a really good legend, in my opinion. So I would still put her in like A tier, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I was looking at A. I think the thing with Horizon is she's just not, like, people forget about her because she's not had anything done to her. Like, obviously they brought in the upgrades and then it basically just nerfed her and then said, oh, you can get her back to the way she was with the upgrades. So that didn't really make her anything exciting. Whereas obviously all these other legends are having changes. So I think the main people that are normally actually still playing Horizon are just like the mains, and maybe a few people obviously enjoy the movement of her. So I feel like that's why she doesn't get maybe as much hype as she used to. There used to be, like you say, back in the day, used to be Horizons everywhere. I can't remember what season it was, but it was when a Spitfire was absolutely broken and there was hardly any recoil on the gravity lift, and everyone was playing Horizon Spitfire and just going up the grav lift and just shooting down hell on people. So I just feel like, yeah, maybe she just lost a little bit of excitement in her. Maybe that's what they could bring. But I agree, A, because she is a solid legend, and coming up against a Horizon in a fight, she is a nuisance in a hell to keep up with. And yeah, it's just she can help, like say, with getting your team out of a position, getting your team into a height, getting your team. Maybe you want to block an entrance with the gravity lift, or like you say, maybe you want to chuck the ulti, or cause mayhem with the ulti, like chucking your ultimate into a third party and pouring down those nades. It's just damage galore. So yeah, no, I agree. A tier for me. A tier for me. Okay, right, next up, Lifeline. She's had a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, she definitely had. Like, the care packet in my opinion is still really good. But like with the shield meta, if you don't know how to really get there, or if you don't play aggressive and stuff, it's hard to really get to that point of getting gold rest. And like, I feel like there's still a lot of ways to still get gold rest without needing the care pack.
Yeah.
But like the removal of the Evo cage in the care pack put a little bit of a nerf to her. Because like that was just a free shield level upgrade for your team, and that just helped the team so much, in my opinion. Especially to prepare for fights, just to have a better Evo than maybe another player or a whole team.
Yeah.
But now, like, I feel like she's still definitely a good support legend. Like, she's definitely not bad. Like, there's like, I just want to say, there's like no support legend that is actually bad at the game, but there maybe is one. But like, still, I feel like he's definitely viable, in my opinion.
Yes.
She is.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, no, I do agree. Like I say, with the change to her care package, that's definitely made it a little bit like she got a little bit of a nerf. I do think as well, what I've noticed this split with the changes to the gold crates, that I haven't actually seen as many gold reses as before. I felt like in the first half of the split, I felt like there was gold reses everywhere. And now it's starting to deplete back down. And then there has been situations where if you are a Lifeline and you're taking self-res, I've caught quite a few Lifelines who've taken self-res and not had a gold res. And then it kind of makes it pointless because you're never going to get back up normally and get the reset off. So, yeah, I think with that split changes, with there being more rarity on the gold reses, you are having to take the care package. You're not even like debating the option of maybe taking the self-res. So I think like that's also kind of affected her slightly. Not obviously a big, because at the end of the day, you still can get gold res. You know, you just have to not take the other upgrade. But it's definitely been it was definitely a bonus in the first half of the split that you could get gold reses and then be like, oh shit, now I don't even have to take the other one, really, do I? So maybe B.
Yeah,
I'm thinking B. I'm looking B. Brilliant. Okay, cool. We're doing well here. We haven't disagreed with anything yet. Okay, right. Let's go into big fat butt Loba.
I feel like she's great. And she's a great support legend. Just because of the fact that if you need ammo or any item in the game, just play Loba. Like if you're lacking ammo end game, put the Loba shop down. Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
I've got ammo again. Or if you need batteries, like she's the best one in my opinion. On loot wise. So yeah, I would straight just put a B or A tier. I don't know, I'm not A tier, I would say B.
So I think with Loba, when we were talking earlier about skill gap, she is a legend that is easy to play, whether you are a high tier legend or a low tier legend. So yeah, that sort of side of things to her, like she's great for that. You know, if you're new to the game and you're like picking up Loba, you can play her so easily. Like the queue's not hard to do. You know, just don't put yourself off the map. And of course, like you say, the ultimate is obviously great just for getting yourself back into the game. Ammo situations, if you're holding down a building, and you're just wanting to hold height potentially and rain bullets on people, boom, let's get endless amounts of ammo then. And I do find as well with obviously the being able to steal as well care package weapons, and then potentially as well if you've got obviously the red loot bins as well. If you've got if you got it down, as soon as they open it, you can nab something. It's good for that sort of thing, isn't it? Like stealing those top tier weapons. So I mean, I think if she's played right, she's a B. If she's not played right, she's a C. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you on that point.
So should we go? I don't know whether I want to put her on the same level as Lifeline and Gibby. I feel like she might be like a C plus.
Yeah. If we're talking about that part, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, should we just say that then?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll whack her at the front of the list. Okay, right. Next up, we got Mad Maggie. So,
I feel like, especially with the current meta, she is definitely an A or B tier in my opinion. Like she's just made for this meta.
Yeah.
Especially like Silver Ball upgrade and Duel upgrade. Like she's definitely a great legend with her kit as well. So yeah, I would love her like A or B tier.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned there straight away, boom, she's got the meta. Like she is just happy days, shotguns everywhere for her. Like just go. And the good thing as well, I've just found with the shotgun meta this season is just every shotgun's good. So it's not even like you're butthurt about picking something up, in my opinion. I mean, I just think all of them are pretty decent in my eyes. Yeah, so I feel like she is just laughing her head off at this season, and her upgrades are good anyway for it. So. Yeah, I am. I'm looking B. I'm gut says B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's do it. Okay, right. Here's the one that Crips has been looking forward to. Mirage.
EOF. Like he's not good. He's just a character that you play if you want to have fun at the game and just troll. In my opinion. Like, yes, of course you can troll with any legend, but like Mirage is just the most fun legend to play in my opinion. Just because of how you can just straight up bamboozle people that hard, and then you just can kill them for free in the back.
Yeah.
So, but like his overall kit for the game and for the team play, it's not good in my opinion. Like, yeah, I go invisible when I res the teammate as well for a time period, but you can see the lights of the character itself when he's resing.
Yeah.
So like compared to Crypto's invisibility, his invisibility is like a weaker invisibility.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And you can see the shimmer as well, I forgot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think...
I feel like he's not the best.
No, yeah, I feel like Mirage deserves a bit of love, really. Like you say, he's a fun legend to play. You know, you're going to have a laugh, a giggle when playing him. But is he going to bring anything? And like you say, with like the only good thing that he can bring to the team in a situation is the res, and the res, like you mentioned, is very easy to find. Like the noise is loud, like you say, the shimmer, the lights, it's not, maybe they could make it better. Like maybe they could make it like the crypto drone. I don't know whether crypto or drone space. I don't know whether that would make it too unfair, but I mean it could potentially help Mirage get back into a state where maybe people actually do want to use him more seriously. But yeah, I agree with it being in the bottom half, so I'm going to let you take the lead. Would you like to put him in E or F?
I think E. I think I'm not going to be that harsh on him.
No, you're going to E it is. Okay,
Right then, let's go. Newcastle. Ooh, great legend.
Here we go. The best support legend in the game, in my opinion. Like, literally, his res is so good, and his wall is just so good now with the built-in Wattson gen, in my opinion. Like, it eats grenades and stuff. But some people don't notice. You just need to destroy the middle wall, like the big middle wall, and then the Wattson gen feature is just gone from the wall, so you can then just freely nade them.
That's a good.
That's
a good tip.
I still feel like his res, his Q, and his shit is just the best thing you can have at the moment as a support legend.
Yeah.
And he's not that thick, anyways.
Yeah. He's no Gibby or Caustic.
Yeah, he's not Gibby or Caustic. Like, he's just so good in my opinion. So I would put him S tier.
Yeah, I do agree. I think like you say, there's the other supports in this game are that they're pretty good. There used to be a time where, like you say, Lifeline was up there and things like that, and it was like, yeah, it was very. The support seemed to be very high up, and it seems like the other supports have started to drop down a little bit, whereas Newcastle has just gone up and up and up. And I do agree, and I say with the meta as well, like using that shield with a shotgun, great way to obviously push and have cover. And like you say, the ultimate is ridiculous. Like, you put that in front of a doorway or anything like that, you've got a great sorted barricade. Or just put it in open field where you need to play, and you're sorted. So I do agree. I think it has to be S. It has to be S. S for support. Okay, cool. Right. Next up, we're going Octane now. On legend.
I feel like he's as well one of those fun legends.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Like, he's a good character to play, especially in pubs, and especially if you want a neon strafe or MNK.
Yeah.
He's the best for it. But I would say he's like maybe B or C tier. Like, he's not the best, but he's definitely a good legend.
Gone a bit high there in my liking. I definitely wouldn't have gone B. I think more like I'm looking at D. My personal opinion.
No, I would then put him C. Like, that's too harsh. Holy moly, okay. I wouldn't put him D.
I just feel like he doesn't.
He's a fun legend.
Legend.
Like, his rotation thing with the jump pad, it's still good. Like, if you have people that can track it, of course you're gonna get beamed anyways. But like, if you do enough damage to the whole other team and then you just fall down a jump pad, they need to stop healing to shoot you, or they stick to heal, but then you will be on their asses instantly because of the jump pad.
Yeah, I think.
And I feel like.
Go on, you can.
That just makes them good.
Yeah, I think aggressively. He makes sense, especially with the meta this season with shotguns. You obviously can go crazy with, bouncing in and pushing hard with a shotty with speed boost. I just feel like rotation-wise and defensively, like you say, if you've got somebody in that game that can track, or they're just stood behind you when you jump pad and they've got 3 shots on you just going straight forward, I don't feel like there's so many better legends that can, help with that rotation. That's why when you said about B tier, I was just already looking like, well, you got Ash there that can rotate for free with her ultimate, whereas you've always got that risk with Octane, and of course with Octane as well, you've stemmed and you've lost even more health. It just feels like an endless battle of losing health. So I agree with the fun. I know Octane is a lot of fun. I find when I ever play him, I always end up getting myself killed because I stem too much. So, I mean, we can put C, but I would say like a C- in my eyes.
Yeah, okay. If you talk about that part, then yeah.
Okay. I think we'll say a low C, guys. Low C. Okay. Right. Next up, we've got Pathfinder.
S tier.
S tier. Yeah.
We can agree. Like, it says upgrades just make him like he can just be either the recon legend for your team or the wing beacon control legend for you as well. Like, just in the first upgrade, and then his zip, the damage reduction on his zip is just so good. And especially his grapple is just it's one of the fastest abilities in the game.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it is the fastest ability in the game to as well get out or grab high the fastest way possible, or just get yourself on an enemy team that you shot low, or just a single player itself.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Like we mentioned there with your points, they say whether you're playing if you're playing ranked, obviously, then you would obviously take, the the recon scan, and then of course you've got the other one as well, which then obviously allows you to see the ring consoles. I just feel like you say, you've got the option there. So like if you're playing comp, you go ring console. If you're playing aggressive, you're obviously going to go for the recon scan. And then of course, like you say there, the zip line is beautiful. You've got the ability to be able to get your team to rotate. I've never been shot off of a zip line yet, touch wood, whilst obviously having that upgrade. I feel like the most they normally can do is take you down to no shields, but then of course you pop a bat and you're back into it. And then they can only ever do that to one person at the end of the day. They can only focus one person. So the rest of your team get through for free, cover fire, boom, you're fine.
Yeah.
And as well, if you wanted the fun side of things and you were just playing pubs, you've obviously got the ability to get a knock and then an extra grapple. Like, it's win-win it. Yeah. 100%. Like you say, yeah.
It's just not good for rotates as well.
Exactly. He's got everything, really. I mean, the only thing he hasn't got is a good hitbox, but I can live with that. I can live with it. So I agree. Whack S tier. Oh, I loved seeing that. So happy. Okay, right. Next up, we got Rampart. Now, Rampart's been an interesting one recently, I found.
I think she's one of the most underrated characters in the game.
Yeah.
Or legends, how you want to call them. Like, especially with E-District being added and having the weird windows and the high ground and like the small buildings, etc. Like, her wards are just so viable.
Yeah.
For the team as well. Like, how fast they are setting up now as well is crazy.
Yeah.
And then how much health they have is as well crazy.
Yeah, no,
So I would put her maybe BI, to be honest with you, like, no joke.
Yeah, I do agree. I think she's very underrated. I mean, there's been so many times this season where I've come up against a Rampart and I've gone, oh my god, that was so annoying. Like, there was so many things that were bugging me about her, and it's just because obviously that she's had these buffs, these changes, and she's just so good at holding down. And like you mentioned, with the way E-District is lined up, with obviously the buildings, sort of like the same, always seems to be buildings wherever you go in the map. She's great for holding that down. And yeah, just the abilities with Sheila and stuff. I just feel like Sheila just feels so much filthier this season. Like,
especially you can use it every time you want now, because like it acts like a Vantage ultimate, where if you have a certain amount of ammo, you can literally just use the ammo.
Yeah.
From the Sheila, etc. Like, you don't need to have 100% ult charge to use the gun.
Yeah.
Or like the ultimate.
Yeah. And I think that's probably why I've been getting killed by it this season, because it's just there all the time. So I would do. It's definitely A or B. I agree. I'm working out what one I think though.
I feel like B or A.
I'm gonna say we go with B plus.
Okay.
B plus.
I'm good with that.
B plus. We're up here. Okay, right, cool. Okay, right. Next up, we've got Revenant. Now, this was actually a discussion the other day. Yeah, so there was a discussion in my chat the other day about Revenant, and obviously Revenant's had a slight nerf again. And then there was two sides. Some people saying that Revenant's not even that good anymore, and then the other side saying that Revenant is still a ridiculous legend. Now, I briefly heard what you said there. Go for it.
I think he's A. Like, he's not ST anymore. Like, I was a girlfriend that reduced his shield and how do you say it? The reduction of the old pull time. Like, how long it takes to actually activate out.
Yeah.
But I feel like for now, if we're being honest, it is getting used to. But I feel like his kit is still really good. Like, his Q.
Yeah.
Well, just shoot a person low, pounce on him, easy dead.
Yeah,
well,
easy kill.
Easy 2v3 situation. And then, like, his ultimate as well. 50 extra health. Bro, that is still, like, in my opinion, still good.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's not that strong now he was. So
well, no.
I would definitely put him at the highest of A tier, but not S tier.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, originally I made a video on Revenant and I said when he had 75 HP, I said I think it should be knocked down to 50 and I don't think that would be the end of the world. And of course, lo and behold, it's happened. You know, they listened to Snake Vita. But I do feel like you say, I do think he's still a very. It was all me. Sorry, Demonio. But I really do think it because I think that he's still a great legend. It's just like I say, he just needed that little knockdown just to make it a little bit more like now it's the skill gap again. Now we don't have those people in the lower ranks just being able to abuse it. So yeah, I agree. I think it is. We'll put him at the top of A, get him right up there. But yeah, I do think great legend, a lot of fun. But yeah, just that little nerf was just perfect. Now leave Revenant alone. Just leave him be. Don't upset Demonio anymore.
I think he's perfect where he's at right now.
Yeah, he's at a good spot. Okay, next up we've got Seer. Now Seer's had an emotional roller coaster.
I think he's just, in my opinion, he's just the worst Recon legend.
Yeah.
Which is quite sad because he's actually, like, he's the replacement of the old Revenant because of the ability.
Yeah.
Blocking.
Yeah,
I don't feel like he's that good.
No.
Sadly.
No, it's a sad one, isn't it? Considering where we came from with Seer, I know a lot of people will be like, can't believe we're giving Seer sympathy because of how annoying Seer meta was back in the day. But like when the upgrade system came out and, you know, you were being able to like hit people with those, like you say, the Q and then being able to stop their abilities, it was like, Seer was fun. I really enjoyed playing Seer at the beginning when the upgrades came out. And now it feels like, they just kind of wrecked him a little bit.
He's getting thrown off the throne.
Yeah.
Literally every Recon legend in the game.
Yeah. I feel like I know a lot of teams tried Seer and they were there like, I think Seer, but nothing's come of it. So I think it was all more just experiments, wasn't it, just to see if it would work. What would you say then? Would you say, in my head, I'm thinking Bloodhound's better than Seer?
Yeah, Bloodhound is better than Seer. There's no point about that.
So should we then put Seer in D?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fair. That's the best way to work that one out then. Okay, brilliant. Next up, we got Valkyrie, the legend that has come back into the scene. What are you saying?
I feel like S or A tier. Like I'm still a bit like the side like I'm not like really that decided about her still. Like she's amazing for comp in my opinion if you want to play hard zone.
Yeah.
Like if you need to know where everybody is and what building is free, etc. Like really that's what she's the best for in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like ranked as well, she's good. Like she's just good. Good. Like not perfect how she once was in the meta she was fit in. What I feel like currently, it's definitely she's definitely a really good legend. So I would maybe put a S or A tier, high A tier.
Yeah, I think I'm a little undecided as well. I think we need to probably wait until, well, not Worlds, BLGS probably, just to see what the comp scene's really thinking about her. But I do agree, like we're definitely like ranked, and like you mentioned with comp anyway, like. She is so good for those situations where you're rotating in and you just don't know what's in front of you. Whereas beforehand, you would be those people which, if someone was, load of them were sat in a building, you would probably go in there blind as hell, be like, okay, I'm going to go for this building because I think it's free. And then boom, it's not free, you're dead. Whereas now it's like, I can see how many teams are in this whole building. It's ridiculous. And then just the other upgrade as well with the missiles as well, like giving you more missiles and things like that. Hey, she's just great, isn't she, really? She does bring it all. So, yeah, I think, it's a hard one.
I feel like it's not that hard one. It's just, I just feel like she's not, like, used that much yet to actually, like, tell.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Is the...
Where she could put her. But I feel like at the moment... From the feel, I think she's an S tier, like the lowest S tier legend.
Yeah. I do feel like what they've done to her has put her up there. So we'll wait and see. Obviously, things can change, but right now, I feel like definitely for ranked, and I mean a little bit of comp, and all that. She seems pretty needed, but That could change, like you say, if team are not playing hard zone and they're, maybe they're just fragging out and killing, they probably don't need her. But hey ho.
Yeah.
Right, next up we got Vantage. Now everyone knows my
I think
thoughts.
she is so underrated in my opinion.
I knew you were gonna say this.
Just because of her passive being able to just have it 10 times, or is it 8 times or 10 times zoom? And then just with her passive ability on Recon Legends.
Well, yeah, Recons, yeah.
Everybody on red.
Yeah.
It makes it just absolutely insane in my opinion.
Yeah, I do agree. The Recon changes has made Vantage better, more fun as well.
And then her ult increase thing as well. Oh my fucking god, bro. That is so good. Like, you can literally two-shot a blue armor. And it is hard, in my opinion, to now get on purple anyway. Like, even at the beginning of the game, if you find ult sites, pop the ult sites on Vantage, and then just shoot people when they are on blue shields because they couldn't manage to get to purple yet. If you just hit your shots, you have a free knock.
That's true.
Which is absolutely insane to me. And then her being able to scan both beacons as well. Holy moly. So I would put her A tier in my opinion this season.
Hey!
Yeah, A.
My God, I don't think you're going to win that one over with me. The thing is, I just feel like as soon as it gets near late game, what is she going to bring?
Damage of the... I feel like if you play her correctly, use a Q to fly above.
Well, her Q is in that... her Q's that same situation of just like the Octane jump pad. You can get beamed with that Q.
What?
Yeah, you can. It's not that fast.
Okay, put a beat it then. But I feel like if you play her, you will get what I mean.
I have played her. I generally have played her. And I've had people like Harley play her. And I always feel like, yes, she's great at sniping. And then I'm there like, what else has she done? Like, what else is she going to do? That's all.
She's just a good entry damage legend, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. I will go with B, but I'm very reluctant to it. I'll let you have it. Making me cringe thinking about it. Okay, right. Next up, we've got Wattson. What are you saying?
I think she fell off. Like she just it's another situation where she just gets thrown off of where she was.
Yeah.
By other legends that currently are the meta, like Newcastle having the shield now with the same ability as the Wattson gen.
Yeah.
Like, yes, bro, not gonna lie. Her gen upgrade with the faster recharge and stuff, holy moly, that is so good.
Yeah.
In my opinion, with the double ult charge rate and then the shield getting more upgraded or like getting healed faster.
Yeah.
That is so good. But I feel like she's not that great anymore, especially in the current meta. Which is quite sad to see because it's actually a good and fun legend to play, especially on defense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's good.
I would like put her maybe C. Maybe C tier, sadly.
Oh my God. C.
At the current state Apex is in. Or what Apex is in for her as a
See, that hurts me. I feel like she deserves a B. Vantage deserves a C.
No. Vantage was really good in B tier.
You're killing me. I'm going to put Wattson B. I feel like Wattson is still viable to an extent. Yes, she might have fallen off a little bit, but I don't think she deserves a C tier. I really don't.
Yeah.
That's saying that. Yeah, I feel like she's more viable than a Caustic. That's my thoughts. That's where my head kind of goes to. Okay. All right. Well, we got one more. Let's finish this. Wraith.
I feel like she's decent. Like, she's not the best, and in my opinion, Wraith will always be decent. Like, her kit is really good for entry fragging and getting out of fights instantly. And Portal as well, getting your team to somewhere safe if somebody is knocked or whatever.
Yeah.
So I would like put her maybe in B tier as well. Like, not A tier. Like, she's not that
No,
good.
she's not A. No,
and she's not bad enough for CT as well.
I think B as well. Like you say, you can still use her in comp if you want,
Obviously, not many do. Mainly just designful. But yeah, she's still got everything you need. Just the movement as well of her hitbox, phase in and out. You can put yourself in those dangerous situations. She's good. She's good. It's yeah. I enjoy Wraith. Right, Cryptic. That is our tier list. What do you think of it?
I think it's definitely better than the last time. Like, just looking at it from that perspective right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like we can see that everything changed since the nerfs that happened in this last split and this split.
I think we've done well. There's only a couple of them that I'm looking at and going, mainly Octane and Vantage, but
no. I think it's good placement.
Yeah, well, I'm sad we haven't got one in F. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could go like.
I think it's at the current spread of Apex, especially like an ability legend meta at the moment, anyways.
Yeah. All right. We'll leave it like that. Right, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and we will obviously come back and do this again next season. Cryptic, any final words?
Please subscribe, and I hope everybody has a great day. And yeah, we will see us, and have a good Monday, guys.
Bye-bye.